something. How can you ever stand it all? And baby, if you're built on sand, you'll be swept back by the fall. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how can you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you hold? Maybe if you build your house on sand, you can burrow the deeper. Maybe it would cave on you alone. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. For something, how could you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you hold? But maybe if you show them all your hand, you can knot in the creases, and maybe you can take it back and fold. You said it was all in the ether, ain't something you said you could feed her. She said she was nothing but eager, then you said she said that you couldn't believe her. Ain't something you said you could feed her. She said it was all just a leader, then you said you swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. And I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. Well, here we are again. I've been here before, but I couldn't tell you when. Now every step I take is on the line, and each move right wipes out what was left behind. Well, here we are this time. It starts again, but I really don't know why. A misplaced step, a single slip or fall. Well, it's back to 1-1, I've lost it all. If I'm stuck, I'll call you. With each stage I'll move through. Well, no, just a little more. Each step alone brings us closer to that old throne. So now I'll set the pace. With such short time, yeah, I really must make haste. But I don't know what's ahead or what the ending will bring. Well, I just need to take a minute and then try again to take it the king. If I'm stuck.
Hello everyone, it's time for another to continue with the MSQ because, well, I didn't expect to clear the dungeon so quickly. So how about we get started on that right away? A simple plan. Also, check it. I've changed his attire. And no one's gonna expect a damn thing. No one's gonna expect a thing from him. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Ifrit in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west. Most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystals she stole from the House Fortem's caravan. The heretics believe that if they are bringing about a second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they seem to hold a summoning ritual of some kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems like the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped. But first we must summon the obstacle that surmount the... Oh, hey. I hope everything's going okay. Also, I should probably fire up a server. Fire up something here. Just... what was it again? 1 and 2. There we go. That, bam. PV2. I am using an old laptop here. That laptop is up there. It's actually behind my PC and a little bit up. Meanwhile, I'm using my Intel NUC to basically host several containers with different services. Don't know what they're all used for. N8N I can safely shut down because I don't really use it. Caddy can also be shut down because I don't use it. Heimdall, not really necessary. Google's, on the other hand, very useful because it had search. Ubuntu loves taking its sweet time. Drag it over to the second monitor just to keep an eye on it. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ifrit and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Ifrit to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Ifrit upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. There I go, downing a whole cup of coffee. After discussing the matter at length with Urianger, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise. A colleague of ours is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I'm certain she would appreciate a gesture. Let's make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Look, with this kind of attire, would you imagine they have weapons? Would you imagine they are armed to the teeth? Let's be honest, you could hide them within the Hakama. See, I do have some trousers underneath, so it's okay. But the outfit entirely looks comfy. Hot. The gloom. That's the weather type right now. Oh, where can she be? Now be on your best behavior, okay? I will, don't worry. Oh, look at that, there's the chocobo carriage.
Minfilia, am I right?
There we go. Got a voice
None
like
other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and to thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Sharlayan scholar and an authority on Aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Typical. Your resident nodder, the warrior of light. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once. We have much to discuss. Alright then, let's go. Oh, wait. That way. Lomond, Sarkmalok. I do love how it just clips. I always think rising places like Mordona should remain cheap. Ah, look at that.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
Longest. Guessing that.
Joyous reunion indeed.
Oh, the eye tattoo is.
Of course it is.
The icing
Moon and I are
symbol
like
is probably
twin
old.
sisters.
I think the old. This eye symbol is probably an old circle of knowing icon, I think.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us.
Glad to have you.
I bid
These
Moonbreeder join
hollows
us
of
here
halls.
that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites.
Oh, yes.
Also,
Useful.
as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody
Daft
daft
to
to turn your nose up
up
at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
Oh no.
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy
Thy
youthful
youthful spirits. There we have Urianger.
and nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
And there we go. Urianger really didn't want that. Else have you been hiding? Oh, I can tell you that.
Unhand me.
He's been at Vesper Bay for a while.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said?
None can satisfy this need. Oh, they dated.
Go on.
Of course.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it then, your missing Aetherite?
May.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
Yes, she did actually come into direct contact with that Ifrit.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Who knows? Maybe there is.
How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
Bring us
In
more.
concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be
a nigh
impossible
impossible task
in
of itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
Exactly.
And
It's not the first time we
dangerous.
did this.
Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Oh, here comes the sales
I
pitch.
can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the Aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options.
Indeed.
If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
Yes.
That's the spirit.
We all just
Roll the
nod in
dice.
unison. Wait, roll the dice. Let me grab a dice. Where the heck are they? There's the... What? That's it? That was the quest? Worthless. The instruments of our deliverance. I've already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in a manner Moonbraid described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said he wished to meet you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you'll find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you've done on our behalf, Knazy, and that I have every faith you'll return to us, as you always have. Oh yeah. Oh. Now, can I just warp over to Snowcloak? Can I just warp over to Camp Dragonhead at least? Yes, I can. I cannot warp to Snowcloak directly. I can warp to Camp Dragonhead. Let me just summon in you know what? Let's do something imposing. I hope y'all don't have altitude sickness, because we are flying high. Alphino, clear a landing zone. Clearing an LZ. There we are. Good to see you, Knazy. I was wondering if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He went to the interrogation of Aline Royale in Ul'dah, even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the IV upon your return. I trust that by which you can say... I mean to say, the others are waiting for you at the Ifrit. After you, Scion. Cutscene? Cutscene. I don't know if it's going to be a spoken cutscene or one without any spoken dialogue. There we have it. Nod. Nodders. Nodders. There, it's ready. It's active. It worked, I think. Try attuning to the Ifrit now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Yes. There we have it. We have done all we can, Knazy. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. The greater good. What? Why are we panning out like this? Are we moving the camera out like this? Okay. Alfie, I am stoked to deal with someone here. Sir, Saramir regrets that he could not be here in person, and asks that I read to you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat. Yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Knazi Layaches, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Helona bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Oh, here we have the second... Here we have yet another duty. Duty finder. Damn. Hard trial. The fucking... There we go, that's the one. Join. There we go, we're queued. We're queued. Of course, I queued as a ninja, so I need to wait for... Wait, why is this person just staring at... This person is just staring here. Nothing but just a blank stare at the glass. Blank stare at the... There we go. Back out to... Seas really is everywhere, huh? Ironworks gear. Umbright... Other? No, front... Surely they should just allow you to swap this out automatically. Ninja Rogue... Grab the mask. I'll grab the leg guards. The shoes. Why are you like this? Why is it like this? Wait. Visor? Oh, yes. Let's just glamour plate this up. Visor. Glasses off. Let's go. Cast glamour remove. Yes. Cast glamour remove. Yes. Visor. I should make that into an... I should probably see if there's a button for it. Let me see if there's a keybind that I can activate on that. Keybind. Shortcuts. Visor. System. Nope. Hotbar? Duty actions. Look at him go. Discard changes. Character. Actions and traits. Main. General. No face wear. Standing 4. Standing 3. And adjust visor, please. Reset directional lighting, reset directional lighting. DPS emblem? No. Wonderful bean. And let's do a plain, just, there we go. Edit profile, favorite class or job. Bam, favorite title. Defender of Eorzea. Playstyle as MSQ, yep. Save. Wabam. Visor. Why did... Okay, that's... Oh, that's why. I had direct chat on, so obviously it won't work. Also, the wait time is going to be painful because we need to wait for a tank and a healer. Is there actually an option for an action here? Oh yeah, I can do this. Slash visor. Please, slash... Let's see, what's the icon for this? Okay, that should be all good though. That one, click console, because it's probably already in the... Nope, it full crashed. There we go. Click this. Nope, it doesn't wanna. Fine, I'll open it in Spice then. Can I now activate a macro from within? From my Stream Deck? Audio controller. XIV deck. Run in-game macro. Macro number 7. Yep, works. Let's go. Let's actually head for Ul'dah. Because I think there is a quest that we need to do. Over there. Over Daha. So we need to wait for this anyway, so. OSHA. Come with me and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations. Slantiones, add it again. I mean, Valentine's Day was earlier, so. Right left to the hustings strip, please. The red, way of the goldsmith, way of... But the goldsmith would probably gone to pieces. Steps annulled probably has the next quest then. Oh look, there's a guy. I just love how smooth that jump was. Because, let's be honest, that was smooth. Like, ridiculously so. Also, Musosai requires samurai to be equipped, so nope, sorry. Where is Mandeville? Once again, outfit not attached. Once again, the weapon's not attached. Nope, I cannot leap down there because that's not part of the regular map. Colosseum. Gladiators Guild. Keep your shields up again. Ah, yes, in your gaze I see the stirrings of a newborn samurai. 'Tis plain the stone has already bequeathed some of its memories unto you. Yet having the memories is one thing, mastering them is quite another. We shall see how well you fare against me. Prepare yourself, young samurai. We'll begin as soon as you are ready. Oh wait, this one is for a later. This one is from a later patch. Abandoned for now. I remember the entirety of the samurai questline is, I think, Stormblood? Yeah, I really think it's Stormblood. There we go. What does Ellie have? The Immaculate Deception. There we go. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Golden Bazaar, Golden Bazaar, Golden Bazaar. Where is that again? Oh. To Camp Drybone. Plus, I need to look like a proper gentleman. Set glam to 4. Actually, no. I don't need to be a gentleman. I don't need to be dressed as a gentleman. Especially not when I ride one of these. Don't need to don the garb of it. Commence. There we go. We're ready. It's dungeon time. Light party? Well, are we getting a full party? It's over, Ice Heart. Surrender now, and your sentence may be light.
You never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
What you're doing is trying to summon a primal.
You would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith.
No.
No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Yep, we're fighting. Bring it. Pull, 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 pull. Galvanized. My finger is on the button. Push the button. Rise in to join the chorus. Eat this, you. Where did you go? Embrace the serenity. Renounce the hatreds that consume you. No, you fucking don't. Help us and scatter them like dust in the wind. Wave 2. Bloodbath. We got him. I actually turned down the sound effects in game just to make sure that you guys could hear it, because that was music. That was music. GG. Wait, did I get all the... Wait, where did the loot go? Where's the loot? No loot, okay. Let me get out of here. We were just fighting a primal then. Cutscene! Did you feel it?
Fool. Blind, bloody fool.
So what?
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence.
You see.
Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why.
I don't serve Ishgal.
Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift.
Wait.
Hear, feel, think.
Wait. How does she know that? Okay, now to warp back. What? How does she? What? Of course. A fucking Asian.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
I swear, the plot points. The plot points. Moonbrider, it worked. By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? I started what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dervanians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if that's what you say, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma's been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough, I was only asking. XP earned. Let's go. The road less traveled. If you ask me, there's naught to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you'd best pay a visit to the White Fund and speak with Alphino. He's probably worried sick about you. That or he's busy playing at politics with the Guardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again. The fact that she mentions it. That she mentions that means she's probably listing off some possible side effects of what we've just done. Of course, that's all fair theories and all that stuff. White Brim Front, is he in the tower? Is he in the tower? Damn right he is. Hello. Sir Emmerich. Good to see you made it as well. Is there spoken stuff? There he is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? And I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Kinesi to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Emmerich. Should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. There is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Dromont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men have recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the House Fortem's caravan. Less the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes? Scarcely a fraction of what was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. On an unrelated note, Kinesi, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? It is not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Typical for him. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. Sir Emmerich does have a way with words. Bring in the chocobo! Wait. Bring it down. I want to go in, sir. I want to go in full... Nope, never mind. I'll need to do that at... I'll need to quickly change into my Buranian soldier's attire at Camp Dragonhead then. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there. Look at him. He's just going for it. Whoa there. Let me just quickly take a screenshot of this. Alt-End. There we go, screenshot taken. And bring it in for a landing. Safe. And sound. Let's go in. There we go. And for this I will apply the headgear. What were you thinking, Kinesi? Wagering your very being on a dubious fear which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway. And then, engaging the abomination in mortal combat? I'd have fury, Kinesi. This is the stuff of balance. A battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side? Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. Would I not wish such torture on my most hated enemy? But you are here now, and that's what truly matters. Let's move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Harshiphon really cared about me, huh? Greetings, sir. I shall allow you in at once. Spoken cutscene?
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Oh!
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know
well done.
that man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is?
Hard work and dedication.
Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Okay.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Hell yeah.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Have faith. Quest completed. Alfie has a thing to say. Eyes unclouded. Let's go. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat, and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garuda Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine them becoming known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but their civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where, before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Knazy, it's better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Teleport to Mordona. Fuck. Okay, now I'm safe to, since I'm now no longer actually doing any military matters in game. There we go. Let me just grab this.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
Yes.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
Simply put, we got our ass set upon by
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master
Yes.
Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
as much as possible.
Certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
She is something.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Ascians.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Do we get to...
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well.
She is playing both
If
sides.
Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Same here. Quest complete. The Reason Royale. Oh look, item level 110 weapon coffer. Let's go! Time to speak with Alfie. Things are going fast now, I think. Commander. Get hazy. It is well that you're on hand. We have a problem. Riles escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain inside along with 2 guards. This plane she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Rael quitting the city by the gate of Nold with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castra Meridianum, I am certain of it. With her fate was as good as sealed. What recourse has she but to flee to her Imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot on Rael's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Blue Fog and join the hunt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's actually go full armor mode, because my thanks for coming, Sion. I've spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Rel walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not miss here. We have Raubon's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Rel must not be allowed to reach Castra Meridianum. Of course. Actually, I should try to blend in, because we are going into Garlean territory, so let's summon the Magitech armor. This wretch was with Rel. He threw himself at us so his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down. Not even when he started screaming. No loyalty to her own, the goddamned harpy. With me, Sion, we almost have her. And of course, the blades immediately... Kill the rest. 4 hours there. Ow, my fucking ears. I'll tank this, don't worry. Look sharp, men! Oh, I dinged to level 55, I think. Hey, golden eye. They have healers! Kill them first! Yugiri! Perfect timing! Because we're getting overrun here. Hasa is dead. We kick her ass now. Duty complete. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Good work, men. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What do you know of low, you spoiled little lordling who has never known any want? Why, people such as you take wealth and birth for granted. It's your God's given right to rule over others. You know naught of our plight, the injustice that we lowbornish guardians must endure. The noble lords and ladies, we are not people but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive. Stealing, killing, even warring myself. It's no fault of mine that these fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the Flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you were the only person to ever have suffered. In case you have forgotten, Raoban himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life is a battle, aye. But no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? It's true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth. It is true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Uldar to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Good. That's one less loose end. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our allies more wisely than Raoban chose his.
I've heard. Truly bothersome business.
Delegi ad Delegi.
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Raoban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
he means to assassinate the Sultana. And throw the balance of power in Ul'dah all onto one side. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Raban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one thing last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that has happened. I'm aware that the incident held Royale in high regard. Better or worse, she'll want to know how this tale ends. There we go. Stealth mode the same. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent.
Ryu, oh, that's how
I
you...
know not what to say. Together with Robon, Aline lent us much needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Double the cutscene, double the fun.
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
Moonbreeder.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
That was me just injecting the connection.
Inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
Indeed.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
Ad break again.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. we must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether. One to equal that which Hydaelyn did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white auracite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
Yep, there we go, we're back.
And therein lies the rub. Finding
a way
to
to
create the
blade.
blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
Indeed.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the auracite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
Oh?
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God.
Zodiac.
We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
What if... What if it's not that it got absolutely deleted, but rather that it... Wait, cutscene? Yep, we're on to 2.5, I think.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald.
Yep.
But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Exactly.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varys Osgalvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
7 hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul.
Indeed.
And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monetarist scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! One day I will purge this land of your sickness! Before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
Raban is on it again. Raban is on the ball. He got this. He is right on the money.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace.
Despite the low resolution, that still looks delicious.
I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Indeed.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral.
Oh, it's a meaning of the
my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential
merchant class,
whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Indeed.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together.
Either you stand together or
Yet
fall
for
as
this
one.
to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people.
By the people, of the people.
For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
You mean to say? You jest!
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue.
Time for democracy.
As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Rauban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
Mm-hmm.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Uldar will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people.
Yep.
Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Wait, good intentions unlocked. Oh, I need to actually fight the free. I actually need to fight the. Bowl of Embers, hard. The Navel, hard. Howling Eye, hard. Let's do this. Wait, Gridania is free. Gridania is free. I should remember that. Bro's fucking big, man. Fear and Odin in the Shroud. Lieutenant Scarlet. Wait, let me just check. FF XIV. Okay, I first need to check in with Alphino in that case. Oh wait, with Fancred. Pray make for the waking sands. Pray make for waking sands. Horizon, let's go. The primal quests are now my progress is locked behind the primal quests, so I guess summon my chocobo. I did defeat Ifrit and Garuda as a white mage, I think. No, wait, Garuda I defeated as a ninja. I defeated Ifrit and Titan as white mage. The white mage, so that should be good. And it says that I must make for the waking sands. Just make my way to the waking sands, so here we go. It's quiet in here. Waking Sands Solar, let's see if... Is Fancred in here? What are you doing here? I know you've had scarce a chance to rescue him, but... Now I need to... Okay, we need to hurry because I want to start... I also want to start 3.0 next week, so... I'm just clicking through this quest because I think I let this one linger for a bit. First Thancred. Then a Garuda Awakening. How did... Wait, why didn't that quest move with us to the Rising Stones anyway? This was... Dark Matter. I already have the Orchestrion roll. They're still standing here. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beastman, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amalja. We've already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. No reward for it as well. King lives, World of a Time, drop that Shiva. Wait, is Ramu not already hard? A hard fight. Entry, those are already hard, so that these don't really mean much to me right now. Although this one... I'll let that one linger as well. Where do I need to go? Let's see, where is Thancred again? 6151 within the Waking Sands. Six one five one. Oh, yep, there he is. Hello, Thancred. Swift to the Hall of Flames. Go to Ulda. Sahara. Sahara was in 7th Vanalan. 2 little Alamigo, please. Dang. That was tech. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Can I get through this area? Uh-huh. Found their Ifrit. Now in for a Garuda awakening. Requires Papalimo. Now to return to the Waking Sands. I should have kept the Ifrit tickets for that. Oh, I need to actually fight. I need to actually defeat. I need to actually defeat my Ifrit first. My little Ifrit twice. Enter the Waking Sands. Should have done something. Done anything. I didn't know. Abba and Aliar. I will not let it be for nothing. I will earn this. This one is a Keeper of the Moon, I think. There's no marking of a. Oh, there we go. Game time. It's time to kick Ifrit's ass again. It's time to kick Ifrit's ass again. Let's fucking Go. Light party. Full party. Bowl of embers. Hard. Let's put it into mixed view, because why not? Holy crap, I tanked that entire thing. Succumb to the inferno. Not happening, buddy. True north, let's go. Hit him with a Doton. Yes, thy soul shall burn for eternity. That ain't happening, bud. No thank you. How did I out mitigate the Dragoon? Nope, there goes our scholar. How am I out mitigating the... How am I mitigating damage like this? I know my positioning. And the Dragoon is down again. The blessing of light defies me. Down. Phase 1. Okay, I think that's mission complete. Oh, yes. Pass. I'll roll need on that, and I'm gonna go ahead and say commendation to the Astrologian. How the fuck did you go down twice, Bogos? Somehow the Dragoon got his ass handed to him twice. There's a reason they call Dragoons floor tanks. Ah, Knezi, I hear you have triumphed over Ifrit. Of course, this is no less a feat than I would expect of a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now I have a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus. But the celebration must keep. Garuda, I'm afraid to say, has also returned. As you know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of any other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, her appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she's already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the Ifrit before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, it was the Enterprise that bore you for the storm that shielded the domain. Well, that storm is a spring breeze besides what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. So we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adders chance to discover a beastman Ifrit leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have some words with Commander Herlaw. I don't know how to pronounce that name properly. He'll be able to tell you about the said Ifrit, among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe that you can weather this storm. May the 12 keep you safe. Back home then. What? Can I? Yes, I can go into full... Yep, I'm gonna go full attire for this. I'm gonna go full Gridanian soldier's garb. For this. Look at that. Egg is here. Icebreaker. Natalan, that is... Why do we need to go to Curfus for this when it's Gridania that's in danger? Because I'm wearing my Gridanian soldier's uniform, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Chocobo. Hey! Balloons! Slap it down here and slap the Chocobo down here and then just attune. Shame I cannot queue up for all three at the same time. Shame I couldn't just get all three of them in there and just queue up for all three of them simultaneously. Oh, use the Z button to just drop straight down. Good to know. Good to know. I didn't know that before. I mean, now I can just do this. 7 minutes. And yep, yes, I need to talk to Yastola after this. I'll just sit down. Nope, not on a crate. Apparently I'm sitting down on a crate. Good to know. Look at him, he's just vibing. What if I sit down here? Nope, that's just on the ground. Here maybe? So I just sit. Nope, these are just not interactable. Good to know. Good to know. Sit. What if I were to jump up here and then just see? Nope, it just doesn't let me. I love how it just warps you to the nearest crate. Not. This should be good. Yep. There we go. Defying the laws of physics as I do it, but hey. As one does. What is dealing damage but just mitigating future damage? This table is not used. Why is there a hitbox? Why is the hitbox like this? I can stand on top of nothing. I can chill on top of nothing. Is this the power of the echo? Literally just fuck physics. Just pull up my Discord. Let me just pull up Discord, see what I can do. Fuck physics. Physics are a myth. Just screw gravity. Somehow. Oh, look at that. Shields. Nice. And now we're over average. Let's just... Nope. Unable to cast Glamour from Plate 5 because it's white mage gear. I am equipped as ninja. I can, however, equip this. Also, this. Look at him. He's a true gentleman. Oh, whoops. Close. How about this? How about I wear this? Just... Fight Garuda like a proper gentleman. I have a button to toggle the visor. Just... Alright, Garuda. Bring it. Just put this instead. Turn off the glasses. Then I need to dispel this glamour again. Character adventurer plate. Just plate design, Cordania. Dawn design. Frontier is. Wait, there's a blunderful option. Stylized. Modern design. Basic design. Tank. DPS. There we go. Perfect timing. Light party? No, bollocks to that. Full party. Garuda! Prepare for your downfall again. Wait, are we going already? Where is everyone? Where did you go? Where did she go? There she is. Come on. There is no escape, no hope, none! 2. There we go. Garuda is down. Mission complete. My spine. Pause. Need. Commendation goes to the Astrologian. Now, Yastola, what did you have to tell me? Now for in a Titan spot then. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, got it. Gotta go to Maelstrom. Okay, heading to Limsa. Understood. Ifrit, Aft Castle. Let's talk to Maelstrom top brass then. I guess I gotta rewrite what I need to do then. Gotta rewrite, gotta do an edit to my schedule then. And I make a wrong turn, of course I do. Because Maelstrom Command is over here. I don't need to go to the missing member. A shot! It's once again time to go to mines. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Time to go into the mines. No, not that button. This button is summoned. Summon a chocobo? Fire in the hole! Look, they don't even know that what I'm up to. Because I'm flying over their heads, quite literally. Got it, this place is a maze. Seven hells, man. Let me just quickly go ahead and queue up this boss fight. Join, and then I also initiate a warp to back to Revenant's Toll because we need to do this. 9 minutes average wait time. Doubt it's gonna be much longer, but who knows? What gear is that? It's Archangel's Corsair Scout, of course. Scouting. Oh, that's also the same type of armor I could. Scouting is the armor type that's also used for ninja, so that makes sense. Let me just scout. Oh wait, don't do it with this. I need to actually blend in. The fog fins. Wait, do we? Yep, there is a way out through here. And that goes to Fanalan. Meaning these are the only ways out. The 8 sentinels, that's 4. These 2 are the only roads out of the... At least one of them noticed that I'm not one of theirs. Did they just... Are they just fighting each other? Were they just fighting each other? Huh. Intriguing. Let's see, Sock Malak. Got this and just. Elegant tombstones of poetics. Scouting. Rogue, rates of scouting, leg guards of scouting that have already been obtained. Grab the van braces of scouting. There we go. Now I grab recommended gear. I need these two still to be upgraded to the augmented ironworks gear. From that point on, I would be confident just using no cloak stuff. Not using a glamour because I only like it when I only use glamour stuff if I can have the full outfit. And let's be honest, I want to be able to do this. I like being able to do this. Haru's up there. Let's go talk to her. La 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 di da di da. Child's joy will always brighten your day. So. Children of Ul'dah, yeah, they do spend a lot of time thinking about money. Repair all gear, please. Purchase items? That's fisherman stuff. That's bait. I wonder. Alright, who lost their carbuncle? Seriously, who lost their carby? Sniff, sniff. And enter this room without entry. Artifact equipment. Vintage equipment? Where's an antique helm? Oh, that's... Is there a view up here? Good view. Oh, it's just a storage room. Culinarians. All these crystals, man. Lady Rowena will not suffer riffraff in her new establishment. Ow. No matter where I go, where I look, all I see is stone. I fear the grains we brought with us will not grow here. Just tooling around. Let's. Come on. Oh, we're way over time already with this. With this weight, so. Sarah Kaguara. Oh, look, it's the Puff of Darkness. What's the skies say? Snowy. Whoa! That's cool. That's cool. The Seventh Heaven. What does Real have to say? A lot of new faces have come in here from all over to join the Crystal Braves. Glad for the help, of course, but it's still a right pain in the ass training them up. Paulina and Yastola are already here. I do not fault Sir Emmerich for being less than forthcoming with his beliefs. Not even the game time. There's Yamin. Yamin. Full party, here we go. Bring it, Target locked. Sons of man, murderers a bunch. Where did he go? Target's lost. The arena gets smaller and smaller with every 10% we wipe out. Boulders! Warning! Warning! Oh no! Oh no! God, a fucking lord, man! Assuts! Tremble before the might of the earth! Come on. I have stacked bloodbath, but I'm... Yeah, Yes, I'll take a raise. Cozy, comfy, warm. This man is just pain. Life is pain. Just the way he just said, just the way I just did that. Just go ahead, change to. Thank you. Straight back from the dead. Let's go. Tombstones obtained. And ba 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 da. Pass, and I'll roll greed on this. Actually, no. Sage. Tail rolls need. Okay, that's good enough. Shay just took the entire loot pool, huh? Shay just took the whole ass loot pool. Good intentions. Yep. We'll address them in turn. Canadian in particular is ever a steadying hand. Well, just to continue to support the Braves. And what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice to say, Telegia and his monstrous ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with the ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raubon needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. For the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters well in hand. Moonbrother's research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, and I'm not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes of the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it's only a matter of time. Maisie, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and the Braves with theirs. Yes. Oh, I think we're about to get involved into a murder plot. If previous cutscenes are to be believed, previous intermissions are to be believed, we will... There's Real. What's up? Pleasure as always, Kinesi. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it. Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you'll be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons. Or found their ways into refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising. A large purpose of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near High Bridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Kanezi, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind. But if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect the goods, savvy? Once a pirate, always a pirate, huh? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Kanezi? That logic's sound. It is settled, then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at High Bridge, and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Then we have Mordona. I have 181 elegant tomestones of poetics. Causality and comedy and Wolfmark trophy crystals. Let's see, High Bridge. What's the closest one to there? Drybone. $282 gil to teleport there. It's foggy. Really foggy, like bloody hell, it's foggy. Captain! Kanezi. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the black marketeer, and it would seem his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he's hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common fogs are no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing. Commander Leveilleur needn't have dispatched you hither. That powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it is only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. I don't think we have time to finish this quest here, but... dang it. Pure hustle. Speaking with the hired fog wasn't gonna work, huh? But our game time is almost up, so sorry to leave you on this cliffhanger, but I think we gotta leave it here. So, let's see who we can raid. Dad, now's the time to tune out. If you don't want to get swept up in this. I have an idea. Let's go send to Roofberry, who's currently playing The Sims 2. There we go. Raid has begun. And an ad break is also scheduled to end. Why is it always ad break? Ah! I'll have to wait until the ads end then. Fine. Good night, everyone.